My first ever coming to Ghana was in 2015, and I saw the money I was making in Ghana it's like 10 times the money I was making in Belgium. The workers in the office were like 54 people. Yes, crazy people. I also was in debt.
Minus or zero?
Minus $660,000. But I cried. I came back to Ghana. I started going to... In less than 6 months, I was able to clear that debt.
How important is it to start early?
The process is very strict. It's very difficult. You need this, that. Ghanaians, we are always consistently blaming the government. It's the government this, it's the government that. You will never grow. If you're complaining too much, you're a loser.
Give me 5 ideas that you think people can do and they can create wealth. Just 5.
The first step is...
She moved from Belgium to Ghana and built the most popular all-in-one Gary mix. But that was just the beginning. Aisha Bengai created an importation system that has trained over 30,000 individuals to start their own businesses. In this episode, she breaks down the do's and don'ts of importation, how to bring the right products into Ghana, and the steps she took to build her empire, all while living abroad. Plus, how she lost over $600,000 and rebuilt it in just 4 months. This is a powerful story of resilience and success. Stay tuned.
We receive over 45,000 packages every single day. Even if you have 200 cedis, you can still buy something and import.
Where do I go to find a product and how do I get it to your warehouse?
Let me give a simple, basic one.
Today's conversation is going to be about an entrepreneur who has done great for over 30,000 students that she has under her belt. She trains these people on entrepreneurship, on importation, on mindset, on how they can build themselves from where we are and be better people. Look, today's conversation is with our importation expert, Aisha Bengai. Thank you so much for making time out to come, to sit down with me.
I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to share my experience with other people.
Yeah, thank you. I really appreciate it. So we were supposed to have this conversation some time back.
Yep.
And the divine made sure that it didn't happen at that time. And I'm so happy it's happened now because, like I was telling you, I'm better prepared, more experienced, better delivery, more audience. So
yeah,
it's the timing is perfect. It's perfect. Where do we start from? How are you?
I'm good.
And I want the true question, like answer, the real answer. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm doing very, very well. I have been impacting a lot of people, and that is making me super excited and super happy. Especially this last month, this December, we did a lot, and so the energy is still in it. And then I think when was it? Saturday, 1st February, I did my program. What was it? My event. That is social media hustle conference to help people to start their social media journey and tell them that it's not that difficult. So, and a lot of people came, we had great connections, great impact. And so I am super excited. And so the energy is still in. Yeah. So I'm good.
And I think you do great. Over 30,000 people sometimes show up at some of the events that you do online.
Yes.
And I think it's
the
amazing.
Online importation course is fantastic. It's a lot of people, but yeah.
I mean, who is magnifying the work you do?
I think it's a trust. They just trust me that they will get value for money and they will get whatever they paid for and even more. And I make sure I give more. The point is not the money. One thing I've realized is that some people do not value free things, right? So it's not because of the money. I just make them pay something to solid their commitments, like to cement it. Then when they come, I give them more than they pay. And then, the amazing thing, these people that join my course too, I did not run any no ads, nothing. But it's the people that have taken my importation course before. are giving testimonies, are bringing other people. A man can join my course and pay for a wife and children to come and take the course too. It's amazing. He has learned it. He can teach his children and the wife. No. But he will still pay for his family to. That means he came, he saw the value. You get, I'm doing something great. And that's why I am here. Yeah.
Finis, Aisha, you grew up in Belgium.
Yeah.
You have a big part of your life in Belgium.
Yeah.
And you're also Ghanaian.
Yes, 100% Ghanaian.
When I speak to people here, a lot of them are from the diaspora. You are juggling between the two countries and still making business work.
Yes.
How did you start?
So my journey is actually a rough one and an accident unplanned one. Okay. Right? Because I've always wanted to do business. I think business is, most Ghanaians, we grew up with our mothers going to the market, mothers selling this, that. So you learn from that. You get the experience from that. But when I went to Belgium, I wanted to become a lawyer, right? And I love law so much. And then I remember one of my uncle, he came to tell my father that it is not. So my father put me in the law school, right? And then my uncle told my father that it's not good for him to pay my law school fees because people that were born in Belgium, it's difficult for them to even become lawyers. Not to talk of children that were born in Ghana and brought here, they can't become a lawyer. So it's a waste of money. Yes. And for some funny reason, my father also accepted it and stopped paying my school fees. So I have to drop from the law school to a lesser school, which is not expensive. And that lesser school was a business school. And that is actually what I felt like he pushed me to my calling, because if I would just become just mere lawyer and that is it, right? But this one, he just pushed me to my calling, because actually my calling is business. I am business. I am entrepreneur. Like, I love business. I wake up, I'm doing business. Everything I can sell, everything I can create a business out of it, right? And so, yeah. So in Belgium, I started so many things. I started with African clothing. Yes, so when I was 16 years, I wanted to start my business. And then 16 years, you cannot start a business in Belgium because you are underage. You have to get to 18 years before they will give you the certificate for the business. And so, but yet still, I wanted to do it, right? And so I did black. There's something we call black. Black means it's not going through the government. So I sew my clothes and then I go and give to the stores to sell for me. And then, so when I was 18 years, I got the certificate to now open my own company. But then I have a friend in Ghana called Razak, and he's amazing guy. He's a fantastic guy. So Razak was like, I should come, when you travel abroad, even if you're a child cry, they will just tell you to come and buy a land, come and build a house. Yes. Which one is come and buy a land and build a house? So Razak told me to come and buy a land and build a house. And I was young girl, like literally 17, 18 years, come and buy a house. What do you mean by that? So, but I was like, But then I was so smart, because I calculated and I realized that no, if I'm buying a house and if I'm buying a land and building a house, the money I will put inside the house will never come back. You have to have some source of income that is fueling the house building, because I can't have any bulk money and then I will go and put it inside the house, inside the building. It was stuck. Right? I can't finish and then I can't make the money back. So the money I have, I need to run a business with it. And then the profit, I can use the profit to build a house. That was when we started the Gary Mix. So I started my product called Gary Mix. It's Gary, sugar, milk, and then granules. And then everything 4-in-1. And then we started selling. So we were making so much money. And so now I can build my house, right? So I think I came to Ghana. My first ever coming to Ghana was in 2015, thereabout. Yes, so I came to Ghana 2015, and I saw the kind of money I was making in Ghana is like 10 times the money I was making in Belgium.
So you had the business in Ghana while you were in Belgium?
Yes. So Razak started for me in Ghana.
Razak started the Gary Mix in Ghana?
Yes.
Before you came in?
Yeah, so all I did was that I gave him the idea. I gave him the measurement of the Gary, how we should do it, blah, blah, blah. I did the packaging from China. I sent it to him. I was all in Belgium coordinating everything in Ghana. And Razak was fantastic. He found friends, and then they started everything.
If my memory serves me right, that must have been the first on the market.
Yes. Yes. Before any other brand that you know.
Yeah.
Yes.
You did-
Gary Mix is fantastic product. Yes, and we were the first people. So how the Gary Mix concept came in mind was that I love Gary. I eat Gary a lot. So I called Razak and I asked him, how do they still sell Gary in Ghana? And Razak was like, they still tie it. Like, you have to go and buy Gary here, sugar here, granite here. And I said, I want to do mixing it together. And then he said, no, but you can't do that. And I said, why? And he said, but it's not on the market yet. Then I asked him to go to the market and then find out if somebody is doing it, because I don't want to do something that that time I was very young. That was how I was thinking. I don't want to do something that somebody is doing. So Razak went to the market. He checked, he did not find any, but he went to Melcom and he saw that there's a woman that makes the Gary, milk and sugar. Only Gary, milk, that's 3 in 1. And then the woman sells it for only the students, right? So she makes it for the secondary school students. So it's not a sachet that anybody can just buy. It's in a big box, in a big container. Then I said, no, I want to add the granite. And they said, no, but the granite will get spoiled very quickly. Right, so I went on YouTube, do research. How do I preserve groundnut without it being bad? Right, and then YouTube videos is not helping. But I found a company in Italy and in France that produce groundnuts. They package it very well without a preservative. But there is a strategy they do it. So I have to go to France, because Belgium is close to France, to go and learn how to do that. And I went there to learn. So I did not even come to Ghana. All the things that I learned, I sent it to Razak to do it, right? Because there is a way you have to do it, there's this, there's that, before you can get it. I'm not saying it to you. Before you can get it perfect, or you can have it fried for a year and stay for a year without it going bad. Wow. Yes, it will never go bad. It will still stay fresh. So I learned all these things and I forwarded it to Razak, and then Razak started the production. And our first production, when he went to town, the first day, everything got sold out. No adverts, nothing. Because one is unique. Nobody, people have never seen such things before, right? Gary being packaged like this, Gary Eko University, right? And I remember that was when the former president was in power. And I remember they were saying that my company was 1D, 1F. And you know, Kumasi people today are, NPP Pro, right? So they received their product so well. There was a time I personally went to town. They did not know who is behind there. So I remember when I came to Ghana, I went to town to go and see how my product was doing on the markets, just to go and get feedback from the people. I remember when I went there, and then I asked what product is it? And it's like, Gary Mix, if we German in a buyer, yes, a friend says, see, mommy be or different rich papa. And the way the woman was talking, and the woman didn't know that I was the owner. That was my proudest moment, because the way she was talking about the product, and she did not know that, because even if I've told her that I was the owner, she would never believe, because I was very, very young. I was so small, and I have my hair cut, right? Wow. So I was super, super, super strong, small, and so she would not believe it. And so, yeah, I was super proud to hear her say this. So Gary Mix was doing very, very well. And then after school in Belgium, I decided not to continue again. I decided to come to Ghana and then come and do this business. Not to come and stay in Ghana, but I was actually going in and coming in. Going and then coming. But when I come to Ghana, I stay longer. I stay like 4 months, and then I go to Belgium, and then I stay like 6 months. And then later on, I was just reducing the stay in Belgium to stay more in Ghana. So basically, that's how the whole business thing started. But the importation started differently. So my office I'm from Belgium, of course. So I have steez, and me too. I love nice interior. I love everything beautiful. So my office for the Gary Mix is like a bank, I spec the office so well. So it is the people that comes to my office to buy the Gary Mix were asking me, where did you get this from? And everything in my office is not common. We're not common in Ghana at that time. And so everybody will be asking, where did you get this thing from? Where did you get that thing from? And I said, oh, I got it from China. Can you get me some? Can you get me some? That was how I was pushed into importation.
Right. That's where that's why you were saying it was by chance.
Yes, it was just by accident. I did not plan.
People demanded for the products that you were using for yourself.
Yes. My sofa, the computer, that time, all in one PC was not common, right? And this is 2012. And I had all in one PC. And then the office is very big, and Gary Mix sells a lot. So my workers were plenty. So the workers in the office were like 54 people. Yes, crazy people. So I have...
Sorry, how old were you at the time?
How old was I?
When
I
you
was
were
like
running that business?
I was like, nobody believed my age. So let me tell you a funny. I was like 22, 21, 22 there.
And you had about 54 workers.
Workers, yes. That's the people in the office, not the production, no, the office.
So
let me tell you a funny story.
Okay,
So when Gary Mills was doing very, very well, we started from a garage, right? So it was a garage that we were doing a production. Now we have outgrown, and then we rented a 5-bedroom house to start the production there. So now we made so much money, and then now I can buy land, and then I can build a factory. And we went to see a king to buy a land from. When I went there with Razak. And then when we got to his office, he gave Razak chair and asked me to stand. And I was standing. And then Razak, when he gave Razak chair, Razak automatically, because Razak, he's a respectful guy. And he respects me as his boss, right? So Razak gave his chair to me. And the king was like, no, Krache, be matinase. Like, you sit on it. You sit on the chair. And then the Razak said to the king, she's the one buying, That time we were buying a 4 plots of land. And then the king was like, this small girl? And then Razak was like, yes, sir. And he said, all the 4 plots? That was when the king called the people to bring me a chair. I was like, oh, really? Wow. So if you didn't know, right? So yeah. Because I was very, very, very small. Yeah. I was so small. And yeah, we were doing well. So that's how we entered into the importation.
Sorry. You were in your early 20s.
Early 20s.
And you were employing over 54 workers.
Yes.
At the time.
Yes.
Sorry, how many workers do you have now?
Now, to be honest, I don't know. I don't know because some people have left and we have replaced a lot of people. So okay. I don't have the data, but a lot. That's what I can say.
That's insane.
Yes, a lot.
But how are you managing these workers?
So, to be honest, I am a very good businesswoman. I am a very good negotiator and a marketer. But I don't think I'm that good because I don't have the patience. I don't understand why if I give you an instruction or if I tell you to do something, I don't understand why you do not get it in the first place, right? If you mess up, right? And so when it comes to human relation, I'm not that good. But Razak is fantastic when it comes. So when any difficult, Razak handles it for me because he has made the workers see him as their father, their friend, right? They cook, eat together, they eat together, they have that connection. So everything, they will go to him and say it. But me, it's difficult for a staff to get closer to me.
I think you've done amazing.
Thank you.
You know, how important is it to start early?
It's very important. Start early, fail early. No matter what, you will fail. I mean, no, you will fail per se, but there will be obstacles. There will be things that you are not prepared for. There will be things that will break you. If you start early, you fail, you learn early. But if you wait too long, this is one thing I tell my staff and people, my mentees and all the people that I'm training, that the opportunity you have when you are younger is not the same as you grow up, right? The energy you have right now is more. Like me, I don't sleep. Do you know how many businesses I have? A lot of them, right? I have a lot of businesses. I'm here, I'm running. But I will get to 40 years, 50 years. I might not have the same energy, right? So it's very important to always start early. Just start early, fail early, start early, understand early, start early, ask questions, ask good questions, right questions early, know things early. So, I mean, it can build you. If you don't want to give up or if you do not give up, you can build yourself. I mean,
there are people who want to leave this country, and you left, formulated an idea, came back, and you have a successful business here. You had the thought that the money you're making from your first venture in Ghana is more than what you're earning over there. So for that reason, you're going to spend a bit of your time here to solidify that business and create more ventures. I would like to clap for you for that.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You've proven to us that it is possible
in Ghana. Oh yes, 100%. There's a lot of opportunity here. Anything you think about in abroad, it's already done. It's already been done. And so because everything is fixed already, the how do you call it? The process is very strict. It's very difficult. You need this, that. Even though you can still make it abroad, because I started my company abroad, it is way easier in Ghana. And money lies in problems, right? Where there is a lot of problem, there is money. And there is a lot of problems in Ghana, so many wahalas, and these are money. Every time I go out, I see money on the street. Every time I'm just seeing, because everything that you solve, that's money for you, right? And abroad, it seems like they have solved everything. They have solved their own wahalas. So yeah.
Aisha, do you think the reason people don't become successful or aren't able to develop the right mindset, is it the system or the person?
This person is 100% the person. You can never blame the system. There's no perfect system anywhere, right? Nay, you can never. If you are built correctly, you have correct mindset. You can progress everywhere. If you what do you want the system to do for you? The system do not care about you. There's no system that is planned to care about you. So you need to have a correct mindset. You need to build yourself. If you decide to blame on the government, because Ghanaians, we do that a lot. We are always consistently blaming the government. And it's the government. And it's the government this. It's the government that. You will never grow. You will never do anything. You can never do anything. Because the abroad that we are talking about, you start a company in Belgium. If you are alleenstaand, like you are alleenstaand in English is if you are
sole owner?
Yes, a sole owner.
Okay.
So if you start a business in Belgium, and if you are a sole owner, which they call the enterprise here, the sole proprietorship here in Ghana, the taxes you will pay is like you are taking care of all the problems in Belgium. The government will ask you, what are you doing with the money? You are single, you're single personally, you live alone, you don't have any other responsibilities. And so all the money needs to go to those who has, the system is built in such, so there's no perfect system. The system is not favoring you, even in abroad. So you need to have the correct mindset, the hungry mindset.
Aisha.
Yeah.
In this country.
Yeah.
And it happened to you at the Chief's Palace.
Yeah.
When people see a young person that has money, they don't like to respect them.
Well, yeah.
Most people like to think, yeah, you got the money through occultic means. Somebody's paying, especially for you, maybe as a lady, people will be saying that there's somebody else that gave you the money.
Yeah.
Somebody is sponsoring you, taking care of you.
Yeah.
But you've just laid it out correctly. That it was through your thought, hard work, execution, resilience, being stubborn with your dreams.
Yes.
That's the reason why we're having this conversation
100%. 100%. It's not that simple. I remember what you just said, that people do not respect you. I just remembered a story that I was coming from. I was leaving my office, and then I was going home, and I was driving, and then there was this strong man that crosses me. Actually, I have the Voran. I have the priority. Like I was supposed to go, right? And then he was crossing. He was supposed to stop, but he decided to scratch my car. He did not scratch it yet. And then I horned him. Then he wind down his glasses, and he was like, oh my God. I'll pack my car and give it to you. Do you know how hard I work? Like, do you know? I do not sleep. Do you know the companies I'm managing for other people? What do you mean by what you just said? Right, yeah. So people, when they see you, especially a girl, they think,
and to some of us, that can be very painful. Because I remember...
My only pain me.
Many years ago, I came out of my car.
Yeah.
And, I drive a big car.
Yeah.
Came out of it. And then there was this young guy. There were two of them coming behind me. And they were having a conversation. I don't even know how I'm going to say it in English, but I'd like to make it in English. This is blood money. We would all do it. Like he was saying something funny. So I turned around and I said, it is possible. Go ahead.
I like your response. If it is easy, go and do it.
Because why, as a system, why don't we come out of the idea that any successful person that we see, they have not made their money the right means? It's either, if it's a lady, it's a man that is paying.
Yeah.
If it's a young person, it's awkward.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. There's a lot of money in this country. You just need to shape your mind, right? There's so many opportunities. Like every single time when we were coming here, I got a business idea on the way, and Sally was like, "Hey, boss lady, you every time you want to open, how many companies do you want to open?" Yeah, because every time I see problem, I don't see problem. So that's why I don't complain. If you are, excuse my language, but losers complain too much. Yeah, if you're complaining too much, you're a loser. Everything that you see that there's an issue, people are complaining about. For example, I import, right? People are complaining about doom saw and doom saw. I saw a business idea and I brought solar fan and solar light. That thing sold out like fuel. Like it sold out so fast. It's a business opportunity. Whilst you are sitting there complaining about doomsaw and doomsaw, I'm making out money out of doomsaw. So now that the light is back on, my business is going down. Do you understand? So stop complaining. Look for opportunity. Everything. There's so many around. So many around. If you leave me, I can mention 1,000 business ideas right now.
Aisha, give us 5. Give us 5 ideas. I have a lot of young people that watch us. Give me 5 ideas that you think people can do and they can create wealth. Just 5.
So,
I think you just mentioned number 1.
Yes, the solar fan, right?
Yeah.
Yes. If you want fastest moving product that sells very fast, you might not think about it, but it's doing fantastically well. It's mattress. Wow. Importing mattress. I don't know what is going on, but mattress really sells fast. And you know, amazing, the craziest part, mattress is being sold in Ghana. The cheapest orthopedic, the cheapest you can get is 7,000, 8,000. It's 10,000, 15,000, thereabout, 18,000, 22,000, you can get some. But in China, the highest is $250. Yes. So they are selling it 7,000. You can get it from China plus the shipping and everything less than 3,000 or around 3,000. And so if you're not greedy, they are selling it 7,000, sell yours 5,000 or 4,000. You will sell faster and go and bring more, right? Second thing is farming. I'm into farming too. You don't know my farm? Wow. I love farming, right? Second thing is farming. I love farming. Since I realized that, damn, there's money in the bush. I'm always in the bush, right? There's a lot of money there. So you can import products and make money. There are so many solutions you can also solve to make money. And then you can also do farming and also make money. Right now we are doing a palm tree, right? And then we are doing a rubber tree because that's a long-term investment. I'm planning a long-term investment. I don't want to, because I kind of feel like the energy I have right now,
it will dry.
Yeah, it will dry. When I grow up, I will not have that energy again. Right now, I'm moving here, I'm going there, right? I might not get that energy again. And so I'm preparing myself for that. Do you get it? So because rubber takes a lot of time to grow, right? And you need more years. So we are doing palm and then rubber and then goat farm too. We have amazing plots of lands that we have gotten a lot of goats that we are doing that. So yeah.
You know, you've just said something. You have to be forward thinking.
Yes, 100%.
It's very important. You need to be able to. I think I had a guest a few weeks ago that said you have to see before you see.
Yes.
If you are not forward thinking, the problems will come and drown you because you were not able to proactively think about what could potentially happen. So you're locked up in the problem. Now, one thing you said as well was, look, I have a lot of older friends and I'm talking from the age of 60. I have quite a few. And one thing I've realized about them, some of them have got great money, but what they don't have now is the drive to do.
Yeah.
They made a lot of money. They did a lot of work in their youth days. In fact, as you age, one of the things that will happen to you is that you have a lot of time on your hand and you may have plenty ideas, but execution will be very low.
Yeah.
That's why you must not waste your youth.
Yeah, don't waste it all. Don't waste it all. So wait, and I have brothers. I have 2 brothers, Majid Bengai and Abbas Bengai. And they always say that when they go outside and they tell their friends that they have a sister, they say it's a lie. Because I've never gone to a party before. I've never gone to a funeral before. I've never gone to out before. I've never gone anywhere before. Constantly with my laptop and my phone. Everywhere you will see me, I'm working. There's a lot of opportunity for me right now. When I grow up, don't worry, I'll do that one. I know it's bad, but don't worry. Hey, what are you guys going to do in the first place? Because when you're going to the party, you come for me for money. You come to me for money. So me too, if I've gone to the party, who am I going to collect the money from? So relax here, right? And so I'm constantly with my laptop and my phone. And today, you don't need office. You don't need money to start a business. If I tell you, most of my businesses, I don't start with money. I love teaching people how to start business without money. And even in my importation course, I taught people how to start business without money. It's very easy. All you need is the drive.
And I want to pause you there because we are just about to get into the importation class.
Yes.
So that's why I thought, let me pause you there before you give us what you can import or do without money.
Yes.
I don't know. I'm really enjoying this conversation. I'm really enjoying this conversation. At this point, how is the conversation going? I want you to stick with us and let's make it to the end because there's so much that is going to come out of it.
Yeah.
Aisha, I've seen you speak a lot about importation.
Yes.
You've grown your followership.
Yeah.
You're everywhere on my Instagram.
Oh, that's good.
You know, when I first saw you, I wasn't even in the country. I was away. And then when I saw you, you've done that juggling between, commuting between two countries.
Yeah.
Why importation?
So I was not prepared. Just like I said before, that I landed myself in importation just by accident. So when I was in Belgium, I love to dress. I love to dress. I love to look good, like that. But I was not brought up in money, or my parents were not rich, right? We were just average people. And so but going to Zara is very expensive. Going to H&M and the rest is very expensive. So I shop from Alice €5. Alice €5 is everything €5. Like everything they sell, their shoe bags, everything is €5. That's where I shop from. And then even the €5 is expensive for me, right? So you have to buy things from AliExpress. That was, you get it €1, 20 cents, 80 cents, 50 cents, thereabouts, right? So I buy things like that and I dress very good. That is how I got to know about China. So it was, first it was AliExpress, right? And then you buy things from AliExpress. Then I opened my Yahoo email, right? And then I got an ad. Somebody asked me a question that, who taught me importation? It seems like I know so much importation. Maybe it's actually a calling, right? And then, I was pushed into it. So I saw an ad, Alibaba ad on Yahoo, right? And that is fantastic because I realized that even on AliExpress, which is cheap, Alibaba is cheaper. And then I realized that on Alibaba, you can brand your items, you can add your logo. And I love to personalize things. Even though I don't have money, I still want to personalize my stuff, right? So I saw that Alibaba is way cheaper. But I saw a problem also on Alibaba, is that the shipping on Alibaba is very expensive. And that is even one thing till date. It discourages a lot of people to buy from it because when you're buying something for like 50 cedis, you see a shipping of 2,000 cedis. It doesn't make sense, and so you will not buy. So I saw that problem, and I decided to look into it and see how best can we solve the shipping problem. So that time, this is 2011. That was when I saw Alibaba. Wow. In 2011, I messaged Alibaba to see how we can solve the problem. I am always a problem solver, and I don't care who you are. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whatever. I will come to you that I want us to solve this problem. And so when I messaged Alibaba, I was able to, they connect, and I don't know, maybe it's my confidence or the way I speak, or the person that first spoke to me realized that I am very deep, and so they forwarded me to the senior team, straight up to the senior team. To get Alibaba senior team is not a joke. It's not a joke at all. And so they forwarded my case to the senior team, and then the senior team contacted me. Do you get Alibaba to contact you? It's not possible. Alibaba will never contact you. You have to, how do you call it? You end up in the chat. The sales rep, they will solve your problem in there. Nobody will forward you to a senior team, and then the senior team will contact you. So the senior team called me, and then to find a solution. I was nobody. I didn't start this whole importation. No, it was my first time going to buy from Alibaba. Me fresher. Wow. That was when I wanted to solve the problem. You see, money lies in problem solving. Just look for problem, decide to solve it, you get money from it here. So, so I went to Alibaba so we had a lengthy conversation and see how best we can solve that problem. And that time I was in Belgium. So my problem solving is to Belgium, not to Ghana, because that time I haven't come to Ghana yet, so I was still in Belgium. So, so we decided to solve the problem. So solving the problem was when I got to know that it's cheaper, it's easier. So a lot of people from Belgium started giving me orders to buy things from Alibaba, because when they buy it themselves and ship it, it's expensive. But I have a method of shipping which my way is cheaper, right? And so I was buying for people. So, but I was doing this as a hobby thing. That was why I was able to buy things to spec my office. The office in Ghana for the Gary mix, I was able to import that. So I know the Alibaba, the China importation and all that. So I built connection with, warehouses that ship items. And another thing that has helped me so much is my honesty. I am 100% honest. If I'm not into it, I'm not into it. I don't know how to cheat. I don't know how to do this. I am And then I love to help without thinking twice. I love to help without thinking of what I will gain from it or what you will get from me, right? No, I don't care about it. If I want to help genuinely from my heart. So there are some warehouses that I was getting orders from my friends in Belgium. Then they send their goods to the warehouse. Then the warehouse manager will be like, how much should we pay you? I said, oh, no, don't worry. Me, I'm doing this for good, right? But I'm sending a lot of goods to them. Then they decided to give me shares of their company.
Wow.
The story is too long. Long story short, they gave me the whole shipping thing. Long story short, that's how I got because to have a shipping license in China, you need about 10 million RMB, which is about 6 million RMB. Sorry, well before it was 10 million Ghana cedis, but now it's definitely the RMB is maybe around 12 million Ghana cedis. Wow. Where have I seen such money before? Right. No. But it was because of my honesty, they gave me the entire thing, right? And so that's how I started importing things for people. And I started importing things from China. One, I found the Alibaba ad, and then I saw a problem on the shipping side. I contacted them. We solved the problem. Right. After solving the problem, a lot of people wanted me to buy things from because it's cheaper. And then I was pushing a lot of orders to the shipping agent. And the shipping agents loved my energy. They loved that I was bringing a lot of people. And then they decided to make me part of their company because they realized they didn't want to lose me because they realized that I'm a very good person. I bring a lot of people. And I was not greedy. I don't care. I not ask them to give me money. There's one thing most Ghanaians do not know how to do. They don't know how to help genuinely to receive something in the future. Even though I was not thinking about the money, I knew definitely there will be a reward in the future. But the Ghanaian people, they will come to be for you to mentor them. When they come, the next week they want to be like you. Right now, no, they want to be like you. But I didn't do that. Like I actually went there to learn. And then also I was just genuine. I was just loving what I was doing. The fact that I was just buying for my friend was just happy. And so that's how I got into the importation. So when people come to my office and they were asking me to buy them things, like, can you buy me? Can you import me? Can you import me? I started importing for people. Another thing, I buy for them without adding profits. Wow. I just enjoy doing the things for them, just buying the things for them. Then they will receive their goods. They are super, super excited. They will go and write good reviews about me online. And then they will recommend their friends. So it got to a point I was receiving so much orders that I didn't know how to handle. That is how I created the course. Okay, now come, let me teach you how to do it. Because now I can't buy for everybody. I'm buying for this, I'm buying for that. I can't buy for everybody. So come, let me teach you. That's how I introduced the importation course. And my first ever course was in 2019, right? The first ever course, I got 200 people. That was a lot. That was a lot. That was a lot. And then the 200 people, when we started the course on Friday. So that when we were doing the course, more people still wanted to join, but that group has started already. And so we created the next and another group. So when we are done with these people, then we come to that people. When we were done we were done on Sunday. So it was Friday, Saturday, Sunday. When we were done, and then we are going to do these people were also another 180. Wow. So it was a lot. Like it was a lot for your first time, it was a lot of people. And that is how we have been growing till date. Now it's thousands of people.
Let me stop you here for a minute. If you've been watching this show, I want you to subscribe and become part of the family. We are on a journey of changing the lives of people on this channel. And we appreciate you for being here. But if you haven't become part of the family, connect with us. Hit the subscribe button. Now let's carry on the conversation. Aisha.
Yeah.
I want to import.
What do you want to import?
Where do I start from?
What do you want to import?
I don't know. I'll find something to import. But what do I import? And in fact, how do I start?
The first step is take my importation course. That's actually the first step.
This is the course.
Yes. If you want to import, it's very easy. Unlike before, if we hear of importation, you think it's for the gurus, it's for the richest people because, I can't afford full container. And yes, clearing 140-footer container at the port is not a joke, right? So it was just for the business women. But no, now everybody can import everything. Everybody can import, and you can start with any amount of money. Even if you have 200 cedis, you can still buy something and import, right?
Why is it easier
now
to clear a piece than a container?
No, so you can't clear a piece. You can't clear a piece, but you are using a shipping company to clear your things. So the shipping company, for example, I have a shipping company and I also ship, right? So one container, the student container can actually have like over 100 or 200 people goods in it. So you buy only this pen, you send it to us, we will ship for you. Another person is buying a couch, another person is buying a bowl. Then we put everybody's goods inside one container. And then our container also comes very, very fast because of the trust and the number of customers we have. We receive over 45,000 packages every single day.
45,000 packages
every single day
in China, your warehouse in
China. Right. Yes.
My goodness.
Yes. It's the trust people have in us, right?
Like, how do I start? Now you've told me you have a shipping company, so I can use your shipping company and pay the shipping fee. But where do I go to find a product, and how do I get it to your warehouse?
So let me give a simple, basic one. That's because this is not course, so I can go in depth, but basic that everybody can do. The world is moving from you. If you want to buy something in China, you take a flight and then you go to China. It's even a total waste of money. It's a total waste of money. That now we are in a technology world. You don't need to go to China anymore. You can sit in your home, use your phone, and you order everything that you need. And the best app I can recommend, or I will always recommend, is Alibaba. It's not because I work with Alibaba now. It's Alibaba is actually the best. The reason why I work with them is because they are the best, right? You just find everything on Alibaba. Don't look at the shipping cost on the website. If you see the shipping cost on the website, it will discourage you. Just look for the products you're looking for and make sure you pay with trade assurance. That is fantastic. So
trade assurance.
Yes.
Okay.
Trade assurance is going to protect your money. So when you buy the item, the money does not go to the supplier. The money goes to the trade assurance, the Alibaba. And then until you receive your goods. So when you receive your goods and you are not satisfied and you complain, Alibaba will look into it. That they have changed the laws right now. Before, Alibaba will not even contact the supplier. They will just give you your money back within 5 working days. But now, some people today are very wicked. They are bad people. They will buy the thing, they are satisfied, but they will still come and complain and collect the money. If they do that, the supplier will lose, right? And so now Alibaba has changed the system a little bit. So now, when you come to complain, you need to prove that what you receive is totally wrong from what the supplier is supposed to send you. If you're able to prove yourself, then you will get your money back in 5 days and then still get to keep the item, right? So you just buy your item on Alibaba, pay with trade assurance, and then work with a shipping company. Don't select the thing on the website, because mostly if you select the shipping on the website, they're going to use DHL or FedEx or UPS, which is 10 times expensive than using a shipping company, right? So you can use any shipping company that you have seen, that you trust, that you like, that they are doing good. People that you can find them, because there are some people that you can send your items to them and you will never receive it. So if you trust them, you just talk to the supplier. And I always say this, do not buy straight. Don't just go on the website and then you buy straight from the website. Don't do that. Always talk to somebody, talk to a supplier, be friends with them. The Chinese, they are business people. They want to make you your friend, their friends. They love you. They want you like that. They will be calling you, hello, madam, hello, boss, how are you, all the time. Make sure you talk to somebody. So when you see item that you want to buy, you will see chat now. Click on the chat now. Don't do add to cart. Don't do buy now. Always make sure you chat with a supplier. Then you talk to the supplier what you want to buy. You communicate all the details. The supplier will also communicate with the details for you. You go back and forth. You negotiate. I always tell my students that do not pay the first amount they give you. Always negotiate. The suppliers, they are just like Makola people. If they tell you $2, tell them I'll give you 1.5. If it is good for the supplier, they will accept. If it is not good, they will tell you that I will accept 1.5, but I will reduce the quality. Because everything, the suppliers, they have like 10 different grades. The first one you see there is the highest grade that they are talking about. But when you start to negotiate, when you push the supplier and they say they can't go, stop. If you push them too much, they will reduce the quality. But the good thing about Alibaba is that they reduce the quality, but they will communicate. Because if they don't communicate that they are going to accept the money and reduce the quality, and you receive the product and the quality is reduced, you can get your money back and they will lose. So they will communicate it. They will communicate to you that, yes, I can give it to you for $1.5, but I will reduce the quality. If you're okay with it, then you accept. If you're not okay with it, then you tell them, no, let's make it there too. You get it. That is it. And then when you are done, they will send you the trade assurance link for you to pay. Trade assurance link is one. There's no fake. There's no any different version. So they'll send you the trade assurance link. Then you pay. When you pay, they will send your goods to a shipping company. For example, if you're using Bengai to ship, they'll send your goods to us. When you send your goods to us, we will update you that we have received your package. We ship it to Ghana. Then you come to our Ghana warehouse and then you pick your goods. And that is it. Then you pay your shipping fee. You're done.
Amazing.
Simple.
I've just ordered 55,000 packets of my favorite products from Alibaba.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that's very easy and simple. Everybody can do. You don't need too much money. Any money that you have at all, you can do it. You can just buy anything. And if you really get to understand how this whole thing works, I don't think you even buy water in Ghana.
Now, if that product arrives in Ghana,
yeah,
where do I sell it?
Me, I will always tell you to sell it online. Always, 100% I will tell you to sell online because there's a lot of people online. There's a lot of market online. It's very expensive to start a store, to rent a store. It's very expensive. And you have to spec the store. You have to do the interior. You have to pay AC workers, electricity bill, water bill. It's very expensive. But online is free. It's just free. Just download the app. And my favorite app now is TikTok. Just download. I didn't like TikTok, so I went on TikTok in less than a year, and I'm over 260,000 followers on TikTok. Wow. In less than a year, wow. Right? Download Instagram, download Facebook, and Facebook too is doing wonders these days because they are matching up to TikTok, right? So download Facebook, download TikTok, download Instagram. Just post your things. Be consistent. Make sure in a day you post a lot. In a day, that is your market. You can't tell me you're not posting. There will be a day that you will not post. Excuse me, what do you mean by that? Have you closed your store? If you don't post, it means you did not open your store. So you have to post every single day, right? Talk about the product, and that is it. It will go.
Even if I order products to your warehouse that can fill up your container, a 40-foot container, I still wouldn't pay duties.
No, the duty we pay, we do everything for you at the port. So you just come to our office to pay us too. You get it. So instead of you to go through that stress at the port and clear your container, we will do that job for you. Then you just come to our warehouse and then you pick it up.
No, hold on.
Okay.
So if I order 5 microphones,
yes,
from China,
yes,
what I pay is shipping fees, not duty.
No, so the shipping fee includes the duty, the duties and all the taxes and everything.
Right.
The shipping fee you pay to us includes everything.
But it's not going to be as much as if I had brought the entire container in
100%. I have so many people that have brought their goods that they left it at the port because the duties given to them is crazy. I always tell people that do not think that the shipping company is making profit from you. Never. If you ship your items straight, it's more expensive than a shipping company shipping for you. Always look for an agent to do your things for you. If you do it yourself, you will end up abandoning your container at the port. You can't clear. I have 2 people right now. They have abandoned their containers at the port.
How can you clear it and I can't? What's the
because
difference?
no, I am the government. Let's say I am the government worker. I work with the government all the time because I clear things. So my own clearing is a little different from you are one time passing through. So your charges is different. You are just passing through one time. But me, I am with the government all the time. Do you get it? And so the system is a little bit different, right? I can't say too much because there's
no, I
also
understand. I
yes,
understand. I
but
understand.
yes, but
You've got
just
some discounts.
not a
Basically.
discount per se, but you are a shipping company. You are the government partner. You are a partner with the port.
Right.
But you are not a
An
partner.
individual. I'm an individual.
You are just passing. Maybe probably if you clear today, you might not come again. And you know in Ghana too, one time 10 is always expensive. But a long term 10 is always cheap. Even not the port per se, even in China, even everywhere. If you're buying something, if you buy more in wholesale, it's cheaper. If you're buying a retail one time, it's expensive. Just like the same mentality. So if you ship it yourself, it's one time. So it's expensive.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Now, I want us to, we've just gone through a masterclass. An important, look, this would ideally cost you a lot of money.
1,000 cities.
To get it done.
Yeah.
You've gotten it on Connected Minds.
For free.
For free. Because our dear lady here was willing to share. But you see, there are people who would hear, they never do.
There are people I don't like.
Right? They will hear this whole system you've put together, the outline you've just given us, but they will never act on it.
Yes. I have a lot of people like that. So there are some people that any program that I will bring, any event that I will bring, they even come. They have taken my importation course, they have taken my social media course, they have taken my business structure and bookkeeping course, they have come to my events and all that, but they still never act. The knowledge you are receiving can never bring you the money you are looking for until you act on them. It's okay, you have heard enough. Start. You can never get it 100% before you succeed. Your experience is different. You meet different people, so you will learn on the way. And I tell people that every single time your business is speaking to you, the people that you connect with, the people that comes to you, the people that come closer to you, they are always giving you different ideas. They are always giving you, they are asking different questions. Listen to the question and build your business towards the question, because you are there because of them. So whatever thing they are saying is what you need to listen to shape your business. So you might meet different set of people. So your experience will be different. So you can never get all my experience before you start. Just start. Whatever you have heard enough. All you need is start. Kick start right now. So let me tell you this. I remember when in Belgium, when TikTok came, I think in 2012, right? 2006, but in 2012 is when it became bigger. And then I was in secondary school by then. And then our teacher made us not TikTok, YouTube. Our teacher made us do video on YouTube, right? And then I started YouTube channel, right? I don't remember my channel name, but I started it in school. And then I did my YouTube video. But not take it serious. Then YouTube started paying, right? And there's this lady that I watch on YouTube a lot. And then she was like, see, we all have bought one data. I am here watching, you are watching me. I am making money. Why don't you want to do? And then I also had another lady on Instagram. She also made me started Instagram because I had my Instagram page. My followers was 54. I had 54 like 3 years. 54 followers like 3 years, and I was not taking it serious. And every time this lady will come on Instagram and she'll be like, I am making good use of the internet. I'm making money from the internet. I'm making money. She's always speaking. Anytime she's talking like this, it's pinching me. Even though I was doing my shipping, I was doing Gary Mix, I was doing very, very well as a young girl. Like I was super, super young. I was doing very, very well offline. I realized to also take a step. How much does it cost? Nothing. All the data now I am buying to go online, go and watch and laugh. Why don't I also use it for a business? What am I doing? The same business I'm doing, just only I have to snap and post it. It costs nothing, right? So I started doing. And now look at where we are. My Instagram page first, when I reached 8,000 followers, Instagram took the page. I was not broken. I created a new one. And now look at us. You see? So yeah, almost 500,000 people just on Instagram. And so yeah, you have heard enough. All you need is start.
Why do you think people don't start?
Maybe they are scared, right? But how long would you be scared for? Maybe they are afraid. But how long who will beat you? What are you scared of? What's the worst thing that will happen, right? If you're scared to start, what's the worst thing that will happen? I need to ask people think I'm fearless, but I'm not fearless. For example, we went to the Cape Coast, the canopy walk, right? When I step on the walk, right, I started with confidence because in my mind, I was like, I'm not the first person working on this thing. There's no way because of me, this thing will break down. So I'm not stopping. You get it? I'm not shaking. So I was working with confidence. What at all is going to happen? What?
Sorry, say that again.
I'm not the first person, right? I'm not the first person to walk on this canopy walk. There's no way this thing will break up because of my weight or because of me. So I'm not afraid. I just walk like this. Like we went to China, and then there's this bridge, the glass bridge. And I was walking like normal because I'm not the first person this thing is going to break. There's no way this thing is going to break. So what are you scared of? What?
Brothers and sisters, answer this question. What are you scared of?
What will happen? What at all will happen? What? Who will beat you? If you fail, you put yourself together and then you do it again. Do you know how many times I've failed? Every time I fail, I don't get it smooth all the time. Some people think that because I have large following, because some people even think, they say, because you have money. Who told you I have money? Me, every money I have, it goes back to work. So everything is in investment. I don't have cash. You give me cash, right? But it's not because I have this. My motto that I work with all the time. Empty pocket doesn't make you a poor man, but empty brain does. The fact that you don't have money in your pocket doesn't make you poor. No, you're poor because you are empty here. All the rich people that I know, or my vast majority of the rich people that I know, they are rich because of what they have inside. So just start.
Plenty people, you go to the gym, you exercise a muscle, right?
Yeah.
So you can choose to go to the gym today,
yeah,
and then sit in the corner.
Yeah.
And don't exercise any muscle. As a matter of fact, after 2 years, you will come out of the gym with a pot belly.
Yes.
And other people will be there with 6 packs.
Yes, 100%.
I was saying something on a live yesterday.
Yeah.
That if you buy a dog and you don't train the dog, thieves will come to your house. And they'll be friends with the dog and they'll steal together.
Yes, 100%.
This is what this is. It has been given to us. You train it.
Yes.
And put it to work.
Yes.
Otherwise, it will go against you.
Some people, they're just consuming the knowledge, then what at all do you want to hear? You have heard enough. We have said enough. Which one is my camera? We have said enough. Just start. Whatever, with a little you know, just start. It's a business you want to start. If you do not know, it's always a smart way. When I wanted to start real estate and I didn't know much about real estate, I went to look for people that are into real estate to learn from them. I'm into real estate too. I love money. Everywhere money is, I am there. To learn from them, right? I went to them and I understand right now, I have my own conclusion, which any developer is not saying, but I am saying. Ghanaians don't like buying a house. No. That is not the ideal. The idea, Ghanaians don't like buying a house. They love to buy the plot and build their house. The only reason why houses are selling very fast in Accra, because anytime I post house, it gets sold out. The only reason why houses are selling so fast in Accra is because if you buy a land in Accra, you haven't bought the land. You don't own it. You have to buy it 2 or 3 times. There's land guards here, there's chiefs here, there's family here, there's this, there's that. People do not want to go through that stress. That is why they are buying the house. Not that they want to buy the house. They want to build their own thing. Do you get it? So if you are in Sunyane, which you don't have, Langas issue, you don't have chief issue, and you want to go and build real estate over there, forget it. You build a lot of houses and nobody is buying. And you'll be complaining. You can't, no. You need to understand Ghanaian mentality before you enter into that business. So if you are in areas that they don't have these issues, you don't go there and buy a land and then start building houses for people to come and buy. No, they will never buy. But you buy lands, They will trust you and let you build their houses for them the way they want it.
Did you see my face?
I saw your face.
I
saw your face. I saw your
the way this thing works up there, it's very analytical.
Thank you.
Let me stop it here for a minute. If you've been watching this show, I want you to subscribe and become part of the family. We are on a journey of changing the lives of people on this channel. And we appreciate you for being here. But if you haven't become part of the family, connect with us. Hit the subscribe button. Now let's carry on the conversation. Wow. I never thought about it like that.
Yeah.
There was a young man that was asking me this question that if Aisha comes and sits here today, I want you to ask her, how can I do importation with that money?
Oh, it's easy. Okay. I love starting business without money. And I can tell you that I started real estate without money. People will say, real estate, you need a lot of money. But Aisha started without money. There's no business of mine that I've started with money, apart from Vegeta and 1 or 2. That one is capital intensive. You need to get the items first, right? But I love to test the market first to see if there's market for the product or the business I want to do before I invest in money. Because if you invest money in the business and it doesn't work, you're going to lose your capital, right? And if you are not getting patronage, you don't have the energy, you will not get the enthusiasm, the charisma to do more, right? So always, every business, there's a way. Don't tell me, real estate, I don't know anybody in Ghana. And as you know me, I told you I don't go to party, so I don't know anybody. All I know is my business people. But I found a way to start a real estate without a capital, right? So every business, there is a way. For example, I've given this example for a lot of people, so I'm going to share the same example. So for example, you want to start importation without money. It's very easy. There's 2 strategies I'm going to give you. For example, you have taken my importation course. Now you know how to import things, but you don't have money. There are a lot of people around you who want that item, but they don't know how to import them. They don't have the knowledge, right? So first, you start something that we call a pre-order group, right? So you use your WhatsApp status, you use your Instagram pages, you use your TikTok pages, then you advertise yourself that if anybody needs something, they should come for you to buy for them. This is where your honesty needs to come in. They are bringing you their money to buy the items for you. I started my whole business like this strategy, this same model. So make sure you don't, how do I say that in English? Don't be money driven. Don't focus too much on the money. You are building a brand. A brand is a long-term something. You're building a business. Business is a long-term something. It's not what you gain today. So even if you don't make profit right now and you import that item for the person and they love it, they are going to bring other people. They are always going to rely you to import for them. And that is when you are going to make money. That is one. Number 2, for example, you want to become big time importer. This one is big because this is where I made so much money from. Is that go to hotels and tell them, you need to just prepare your pitch, just prepare your confidence. You tell them that I want to I can import towels for you, right? You know, hotels, they use towels a lot. So it's not only hotels, so schools, anything that you think a lot of an institution or a company, there's a particular item that they import. You go to them, but I'm using hotel because I've used hotel a lot. You go to the hotel, then you tell them that I can get you a towel, very good quality one. When you're going, make sure you have a sample of the towel because when they see it attracts them, it makes them invest faster. But if you're going to say with your mouth, unless you have a reputation that is very big before they can trust you. So if you don't have that reputation, go with a towel. Just go, hold one and go with it. When you go there, you tell them, I know towel costs you 100 cedis per one, but I can get it for you for 60 cedis. Right? And you can get towel in China for like 18, 20 cedis, right? So it's not a big deal. I can get it for you for 60 cedis. And there is one thing that killed the contract or they will sign the seal is when every hotel wants to have their logo on their items, on their towels. So you tell them that I can get your logo on the towel for you for free. This is my sample. So this is how your towel is going to be. I know you use cotton towel, but I'm going to get you bamboo towel. Bamboo towel is expensive and good quality than cotton towel. So I'm bringing you the best towels cheaper, and I will add your logo to it. This is how sample is going to be. And so I need you, if you are interested in it, I would like to import something for you. Then you don't go to one hotel, go to as many as you can. Don't expect too much. If your communication was good to them, if they realize that, towel is 100 cedis here. This girl can get it for us for 60 cedis. They will call you back. So you get hotel A calling you, hotel B calling you, hotel C calling you, and then you put all of them their order to book. Then you tell them that, so you're going to place the order, and so you're going to pay 60% of the order. When the items arrive, then you pay 40%. That is where your honesty needs to come in, and you need to have a good reputation because they are going to give you their money. It works for me all the time, and it works for a lot of my students because I teach this strategy, and most of my students also do it. And so you will get the order, then you supply to them. The 60% that they will pay can buy the towel from China and pay for shipping fee. So when you go to deliver the item, the 40% is your profit. How much money did you start with this business?
Boss, you've just made 40% margin.
That is it, yeah.
Without anything.
Nothing.
It didn't cost you anything.
Not zero. So wait. So there's this guy. I'm not going to mention the institution name. So there's this guy that used this same strategy that I taught him. He came to my event, a meet and greet. And then he was like, boss lady, if you don't bless me, I'm not living here. And I was like, okay, what do I do for you? Then he said, I am going to a hotel. I'm going to the hotel to talk to them about this towel idea that you taught us in the class. And I said, okay, go. And then I said, I bless you, because I don't know what to say, what kind of blessing you're looking for, but I said, I bless you, you can go. When he went there, he went to meet the hotel, the manager. So he said he met the reception, but the manager was there. So at the reception now, he was telling them what he can do for them. Then there was a man at the hotel who was hearing him talking about he can import this item for them from China. And then the man was like, can you import this item also for me? And then he said, yes, I can. Meanwhile, no, he couldn't. He doesn't know anything about it. Then he called me. He was like, boss lady, I've received an order about to import this particular product. Can you help me with it? And I said, yes. And then they said, but the man says you need sample first. And I said, okay, get what he has because we need to get the sample 100% correct, right? So get what is a fabric. Get his fabric. Let me send it to China. Let the China get 100 because we need the color correct. If it is let's say air conditioning, they can just do. But fabric, we need the color, the pattern, everything color being correct. So get his sample. So he took the sample. We sent it via DHL. We sent it to China. And then the man was ordering for, I think, 3,000 pieces. Just 3,000 pieces. We took it to China, 3,000 pieces. My boy gave it to him for 150 Ghana cedis, 180 Ghana cedis. One set. That product was being sold in Ghana for 350 Ghana cedis. And then my boy gave it to him for 180 Ghana cedis. And then we got the item in China for 60 cedis, right? The item plus the shipping, everything is 60 cedis. So my boy made that much profit. And so when the sample came, the man said he has talked with his superior. Now they need 30,000 pieces. Instead of the 3,000, they have times 10 it, right? So they need 30,000 pieces. So we call the Chinese people to... You see, he's starting this whole business without money. So he called the Chinese people to place his order. When he was placing his order, they called to make the order 100,000.
My goodness.
Right? This guy made so much money, hundreds of thousands of dollars profit, and then he went to London because he wanted to go to school in London. And then he went in London. His first time, boom. He started business with no money. This whole business is zero money, business, zero capital. And that is what I do a lot too. I do so many of this. I don't have to start with money.
This thing must work.
No, yes, you need to have this and also the confidence. My boy did not know anything, but he had the courage to go to the hotel to talk to them. So even the hotel did not give him the contract, but he got a different product contract. Right. Just go. And most of the people too, when they go, when they get bad news, they get discouraged. Why are you discouraged? That's why I say talk to as many as you can. When I started my business in Belgium, that I wanted the stores to sell my clothing for me, I wrote down 66 stores I wrote down their emails, their telephone numbers, their address. Then I sent I prepared one email that I want you to sell my items for me. I will not take money. I want to bring my items to your store. Sell it. If you get sales, that is when I will come for my money. You can add so and so profit to it. Then I sent it to all the stores, right? And then I did a follow-up by going to the store location because I've written down their address. So their address, their telephone number, and their email address. Then I went to do face-to-face communication because seeing you in person is also different from just an email, right? So I went there to do my marketing in face-to-face, and I talked to them here. And I got like 15 out of the 66 people, stores that I sent my the emails to, and then I went to do the follow-up. About 15 people called me to buy my items or to sell my items for me. And that wasn't a joke. A retail stores in Belgium, 16 retail stores, when you're launching a product and all of them are selling for you, instant millionaire. Instant. And the funny thing is that you don't start with any money. So I remember when I started my handbag, so I have a handbag brand that my handbags, I wanted to compete with Chanel, Gucci, and Louis Vuitton. And my handbag cost like 6,000 euros, 7,000 euros, 12,000 euros. The cheapest is like 4,000 euros. And when I started, I did a sample, the same strategy. I did a sample. Then I went to the stores and I showed them my sample. And my handbag has a unique selling point, because these rich people, there should be something unique. There always is about a story, because if it was only for a leather bag, they can just get leather bag everywhere and then just buy, right? But they need something unique, something that is not common, and then there's a story behind it. So my leather bags had Edinkra symbols on it, and I had this Otunfo narrative about Edinkra, beautiful written down, and so I sold African culture to them and about the Edinkra to them. And so all the retailers, they love it. And I said, you pay 60%. I always work with 60%. You pay 60%, and I'll use the 60% to go and buy the items. And then when I come, then you pay the 40%. And that 60% can buy the item, pay for shipping, pay for the taxes and everything before I deliver. Because in Belgium, you have to pay taxes before everything. So before I deliver the items, when they receive the items, in Belgium, they are not going to sell before they give you money. When you deliver, they give you the 40% before you leave. Wow. And that's how you make money.
Wow. Making money without money.
Yes, you can start a business, a lot of business without money.
Sometimes people say that we entrepreneurs make this sound easy, as if we haven't had any rise and fall, any challenges. What has been one of your biggest challenges of this process of being an entrepreneur? The biggest one?
My biggest one was in 2022, which I posted online. A lot of my followers, they know about this. It's when I lost everything. So I was working with somebody. I have a partner that we were working together. And he was handling our finances, our bigger contract, and everything was in his hands. So I go look for the contract and then he executes. All right. So this person decides to leave the company one day. And when he was leaving, he left with everything, right? We were partners, so it means he's a co-owner, right? So he has rights to leave. And so he left with everything. And I trusted him so much, so he left with so many things. And then he left me with a debt, right? So apart from me losing my money and everything, I also was in debt. Even if he has left with everything and I have to start from ground zero, like it's okay. This one day he left
minus or zero?
Minus
what?
$660,000. Like, damn. Yes. And I was in Belgium at that time. I nearly went mad. But I cried. I actually cried. I cried for like a day or two. I cleaned up my face. I got plane ticket. I came back to Ghana. I started going to the market. So I'll come to the market and then I will talk to you. Those who import big items, A4 sheets, chelewate, boxes, big items. I went to them. I talked to them so much. I was like, I convinced them that I can get the items that you're selling for you. If you're buying A4 sheet, one rim is 50 something CDs. I can get it for 30 something Ghana CDs here. I talked to them. I convinced them. I got contract, and in less than 6 months, I was able to clear that debt, the $660,000 debt.
Wow.
In less than 6 months. It's in less than 4 months, it's very quick. It was, because if somebody is buying these items that I went to talk to is, fast
movers, huh?
Fast moving, and also a lot. You can't just buy A4 sheets, 20 pieces, 50 pieces. You have to buy full container. And that's how you make, as an importer, you make big money, right? So they bought big. And then also a furniture store. I went to a furniture store. I saw their furniture. I was seeing the furniture. This one is too expensive. I can get it for cheaper. I went there. I convinced them with the same strategy. And then they gave me the opportunity to do. So there's one big furniture store in Ghana, and I supplied them. Wow. And I make crazy profits without money. So you can do without money.
Aisha, I think you've done fantastic.
Thank you.
I'm getting to the point where I want to give up. I want to stop everything I'm doing because it's tough. What are you going to tell me?
If you give up, you're a failure. If you give up, that is when you have failed. Business can never collapse. It's the person handling the business collapse. If you decide not to collapse, your business will not collapse. So yes, business is ups and down. It will go down and it will go up. When it goes down, you need to find a strategy and a way to come up again. If you have to learn about something, you have to upgrade about something, that's why I say business talks to you, it speaks to you. Definitely before the business is going down, customers will be complaining about something. Business, you are working with customers, they are buying from you. They will be complaining about something. You decided not to work on it, and then now they decided to leave you because somebody is now working on what they were complaining to you. Somebody has come. There's a competitor who has come, who is doing it better than you. That's why they have moved there. So business talks to you all the time. When it goes down, find a strategy and rise up again. The moment you stop, you have failed. Why do you want to fail? My question is that if you fail, if you stop, is that the end? That is it for the rest of your life, Anna. Are you going to sit down and you will never do anything again, Anna? I don't get it. Definitely you will still want to, let's say a year later, you still want to try to do something. So why do you want to take that long break a year later? Because probably the opportunity that will be there, you might not even catch up again. So fail fast, get up and then do it again. Business can never collapse. So it's you who collapse, not the business. Don't tell me this business is collapsing. It's you who is collapsing. You are cry. Me, when I fail a lot because I do a lot of business and I take risks. I'm not scared of risk at all. I take so many risks every single time. Calculated one though, but yes, I still take risk. But it will not always go according to plan. But I always have positive response to bad news. Always. I always see positive things out of it. And I don't waste time on a spoiled milk. Like if we did a contract, it did not go through. Why am I sitting down crying, wasting time? This time I can use it to go and do another thing. Why am I sitting down? So 5 seconds now, I bet hitting me because I'm a human being, right? It will hit me. But I will get up very quick, very fast to go and do another thing. Because the more you are there sitting there crying, you're wasting time. You're wasting your tears. What is it doing? Right? Yeah, so yes.
I want you to recommend one book.
Okay. So there's one book that I love so much. A lot of people think that I can sell, right? Me, I can sell anything. Anything that will give me, I can sell. But I don't think I was born like this. It's a book that I read that gave me this selling skill, right? It is how to win friends and influence people.
Dale Carnegie.
Yes, I've been saying this a lot. This book taught me how to make people big. And people always buy from me when they feel comfortable, right? And I always tell my staff that my money is inside my customer's pocket. So anything I have to do, I have to go down. I'll just go down and get the money out. After getting the money, I can take the money to go and do gaga. But it's not when the customer is coming. And you don't have to say how much I hear, how far call. This person will go. This person will go. This person will go. That's when you realize that you are losing a lot, right? If one person leave you, your company, if one customer leave you, it's nothing. But 2 go, 3 go, 4 go, you realize you don't have a business, right? And so how to win friends and influence people has taught me how to make people big, how to make people feel better of themselves. And then with this book, I can convince anybody to sign anything with me because I always make you anytime I'm bringing a business to you, I make sure you understand the business, and I make sure you see the benefit, how the business is going to benefit you, not me. Even though I am the biggest beneficiary here, I'm not going to talk about me. It's always about you. I will make sure you understand it. You feel better. You will understand everything. And this book is fantastic. And I think everybody needs to read it. And that will also change their life. If they practice what they read, don't just read and put it down. Practice it. Yeah.
Amazing. I love it. Have you got anything for my audience?
Yes. Yes, I have something for you guys.
I think that camera.
This one?
Yes.
Okay. I have something for you guys. I think you have heard a lot today. And so just start. Just keep on pushing, right? If you get tired, you rest. But all the knowledge you have acquired will not manifest until you do it. So I need you to get up and then go out there. There's a lot of opportunity. When people are complaining about something, you see money out of it, you see opportunity out of it. Then you too, you create a business out of it. If it is difficult for you, you look for people who are doing it and then you learn from. And that is it. Just keep pushing. Your business will teach you and shape you into a better person.
I have just got to myself an importation class, a mindset shift, how I can deal with my challenges. A few days ago, I was thinking of giving up. Now I'm not going to give up anymore.
No.
Look, my name is Derek Abaite. If you found any value in the conversation we just had today, share it so somebody else can benefit from it. And leave a comment. Subscribe and be part of the family. Stay connected.